Sitting here relaxing. Hi everyone, I'm SK95. Welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. In the last time, we managed to get to the deep woods and finally got some new equipment items. We got ourselves a... Thanks for falling asleep. We got a bug net as well as an increased pouch item inventory for our slingshot. And this time, we're going to head to the forest symbol because we need to get some stuff done. Let's knock down this tree first. And a lot of seeds, that's good. Because we're going to need these because... Guess what? A door that's not exactly easy to open. You can try to examine it as much as you can, but the door is sealed shut. The trick to this is actually above us. Finally time to step down the stairs for the first temple of the game. And this is Skyview Temple, the first temple of the game. As I previously stated, this is technically the introductory of how temples and dungeons work. Master, I have bad news. The aura of many creatures reverberate throughout this temple. As a result, I cannot isolate Zelda's aura. You will not be able to track her here. Given the situation, I suggest you look around to see where we should move next. This is another bird statue. However, this bird statue is different. You can have the ability to go outside. If you say to do that, you'll immediately exit the temple. So, let's actually head over here and see another case. Unlike our traditional trading sword, the goddess sword actually can kill the keys. This is a web, but you want to be careful where you aim. Because, guess what? Yeah. Sometimes sword swipes will miss and will cause you to get stuck. Keep in mind about that. Excuse me, I'd like to pass, please. Thank you. Hello. Case dead? Alright, very easy. You can't do anything about anything up there in case you're wondering, so do not bother. Alright, all the keys are dead. Very good. That was a little bit of a swing happiness, but I digress. That's technically how it turns into sometimes. Ruby. Nice. We need more rubies after we got rid of them. However, be careful because it is a Deku Baba up there. We're not going to be able to deal with it very easily. However, there is a trick to this. We gotta get rid of all the trees so we can actually aim at it. We don't have to worry about the Deku Baba at all. There we go. A little bit of misfires, but I digress. We have plenty to fire when we need to. We don't actually have to deal with the Deku Baba if we so wish. So, let's go and push this up. I believe the joke here is eyes. Is that what I think it is? Hang on. I want to get this. I want this. Okay, this is going to be annoying. Okay, this is going to be a very annoying thing if I can't grab it. Okay, got it. I wanted that relic. Alright, so that's a little bit easy. This eye is different. You want to spin, it'll track you no matter what. However, the trick to this eye is by spinning the controller around, the eye will eventually die and blow up. It's quite easy to do. It's easier on a Joy-Con than it is on a actual controller because you can't exactly do much. Okay, sure, Link. Bush. Oh, sure. He wasn't bushing it. He who descends from the sky, lend your ear to listen to the wise voice of the servant who brought you to the firm soil. Yeah, it's just telling us to toggle fire every time we need to. So, don't worry about that too much. Bombs. One down. Two down. What the? I don't think I need that many. I don't think I need that mini game, but thanks. Oh, wah. Oh, look. Hang on. Let's just aim at you so you don't attack us. Die! Sneak attacks always win. And in the end, it didn't matter for you. You're dead. Alright, so let's aim at this crystal and open the door. Alright. Dungeons games can be either very confusing in first-time players or very easy for new players. So keep that in mind. You're not going to expect tricky dungeons like, say, the Water Temple. So don't worry about this too much. Water Temple is the obtuse dungeon that everyone will get confused by. There is a confusing part in the beginning of this dungeon, but we don't have to worry about that right now. We're going to head to the right first. Dope. I thought I could roll in. I'm such a dunce. Okay, let's continue on. Open this right one. Ah, here we are. Spiderweb. Alright, go through here, and this is a Skulltula. Big new enemy. What do you want? 5, select to trace targetable objects in your immediate vicinity. So you press down while targeting. We already got this. 5, you already explained this. This is a Skulltula. These giant species of spider inhabits deepest parts of the forest. Areas of forest. It attacks with highly adhesive webbing in order to prevent its prey from escaping. It has tough outer coverage, but its stomach may be vulnerable to attack. Currently connecting additional analysis to moves patterns. Defeated 0. Defeat it, you can flip it sideways. Hey! Yeah, that could happen. These are Wildtula. They're a smaller variant of the Skulltula, and they tend to feed on blood. The full one was 17 in magnitude, interested in a young Wildtula. Yeah, they're kind of annoying. You can actually kill them instantly by using the slingshot. See? They die from fall damage. Right now, that Skulltula is a bit of an annoyance, and we don't really have to worry about it too much, but you might want to kill it just because I want to get rid of it. There is a trick to getting rid of the Skulltulas instantly, though. Aim at the string. Well, you can't really do much about it. You want to stab forward, actually. There we go. Die to fall damage. Perfect. You get a heart for that. 2 doors lead to the rooms left and right, but they will only open when the gemstones are stripped. One is above, one is below. That is a hint for the dungeon's first area of the game. So, as you notice, there's a little echo here. Let's go dive crawling into it and see for ourselves that there's actually a statue with a switch on it. Let's hit it. And now the water level rises. The trick for the first area is to get the water level at max rise. In case you're worried about Link swimming, don't worry, he doesn't lose stamina while he's swimming. Unlike Wind Waker. I will never stop holding a grudge for that. Wind Waker, it just gives me grief whenever I'm trying to swim and then I die from drowning. Unironically enough, that game is technically considered open world, considering the fact that you're in a boat going around the entire area and has dungeons that are, you know, unique. Alright, whatever. More bokoblins. In case you're wondering if they're different variants, well, they're different. Smack. They're green bokoblins, actually. The variety of bokoblins enjoys dark places such as caves. Its sunlight-deficient lifestyle has turned its skin, stomach, turning shade of green. Ew. However, like its red brethren, it exhibits a fascination for festive undergarments. You defeated 1. Whoops. That might be a bad idea. No, I refuse to fight. Seriously, I'm fighting cowardly. Now, these Skulltulas are impossible to hit. They have a wall ceiling that prevents you from hitting them. No matter what you do, you can't do anything. However, if you aim to the right of the area, you notice a little vines. Hit both of them to reveal a passageway. You want to go across. A dual Baba. I haven't seen one of these in a bit. Nope. Die. Thank you. The Skulltulas now are completely vulnerable. So, let's try this. Let's try a... Nope. Okay, that's not going to work. Stabbing forward will actually kill them quickly, but do not worry about it too much. Ah, okay. Yeah, you really don't have to worry about the Skulltulas too much. They're actually very easy to deal with if you know what you're doing. Just keep in mind about the webbing, because webbings actually are very annoying. Now let's aim over here. This is where the top one is. As the statue talked to us... the text talked to us about, we actually can now finally go up the top. So, let's do that as soon as we get out of here. Another text. Let's go and talk to this. Or read it. In a room with 2 glittering gemstones, you shall find a temple map. Gaze upon that map until you finds the X, for it is there. You must strike another gemstone to reveal a path. I see. I see. I don't know. I just like saying that. I blame someone who causes this. Anyway, what the game talks to you about is very simple. Open this chest, and to contain a staple in Zelda series before Breath of the Wild, the dungeon map. It shows you the layout of the area and reveals unexplored rooms, revealing the entire map of the Skyview Temple. He also reveals locations of treasure chests, so be sure to take a look. Yep, alright, fine. What do you have? Master, I have information for you. You have obtained a map of this area. You can view it pressing minus. Position of doors and airlocks, as well as the position of statues and treasure chests, can be confirmed on the map with the marks marked such as X. However, you are aware you will only be able to use beacons here due to the indoor nature of this environment. I mean, you can't really use them either way. Even if you could hack it to get the beacons to be used, it's useless because you can't see where they are. Alright, so there was 2 X marks. However, let's just go and kill these Walchulas. There's a reason for me to kill these Walchulas because they are actually... Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. You are very annoying. There we go. All of them are dead. Everyone is dead. Oh. Well, that's annoying. Well, that sucks. I wanted to restore mine, but I didn't get restoration. Open these wall areas to see that we can actually go back to this pathway whenever we need to. You're probably wondering, why do we have to go back here again? Well, there's a good reason for that. And I'll tell you that right now, that going back through dungeons is something that this game likes doing. So you want to make sure your pathway is easy to get to and easy to get back to whenever you need to. There are dungeons that you go back to at reasonable locations, or some that just do not reasonably do it. Hearts, okay, very good. Let's open this door. A different Skulltula, actually. Because this Skulltula actually does something else. Side. Well, actually, it's not that important. You just need to get rid of it. The hint here that Fi is going to tell us is... The sentries you see here are born of evil magic. They have a tendency to fix their gaze on anything pointed object that moves within their view. Oh, so I'm pointed. This set of sentries are bound together. This allows them to resist being rotated independently of one another. So, yeah. However, I'm pretty sure they're dizzy enough as it is. Haha! Anyway, let's open this treasure chest to get us to the next area. Area. This contains a small key. The key will open a locked door. You can only use it in this area, and you're only one-time use whenever you have one. So keep that in mind. So let's head up to the top area and get back to the main hall we were at before. Link's arm strength in this game is amazing, given the fact he's able to lift doors that are made of complete and solid rock. Actually, I don't even know if I can... Rock. Anyway, if you dive underwater, by the way, in case you're wondering, it does drain your air, but you don't have to worry about that too much, because unless you have the ability to fall and dive into it, you're not going to worry about air consumption at all. Let's go over here, and get up here. Open this key door. Drops down, lift the door back up. Alright, so there's a lot of things here. This is the main hub area of Skyview Temple. Well, the main Skyview Temple's main area. Alright, good. More deku seeds. I need these. Keys are going to attack us no matter how close we get. Blue ruby, nice. Green ruby, nice. More keys. I just need to get rid of them because of... Okay, fine. Whatever. You wanted to be annoying? Fine. Whatever. You don't have to worry about Skulltulas that much. So, let's actually aim at the middle. Because... Da-da-da-da-da! Yep, this is a doorway leading to something that you should probably be very prepared for. Oh! Uh-oh. Target locked! Stalfos! The mini-boss of this area! This skeleton soldier is born of the dead. In its previous life, it was an ordinary knight, but Undeath has improved its combat abilities. It's also to overpower with a well-timed shield bash during the creature's attack. As Fly suggested, shield bashing is definitely an easy way of getting rid of it. However, it will counterattack if you keep swinging wrong. However, you shield bash it, it's completely vulnerable. You can actually lock it into a state that keeps it completely helpless and hopeless. So, keeping that in mind whenever you shield bash an enemy. Stalfos are traditionally considered mid-boss enemies in this game. So, you will run into them only when they're at mid-boss level. Let's open this chest to see what's inside. This contains the dungeon item, Beetle! This unexplained power contained in this insect-shaped item allows you to control it as it flies through the air. Point the cursor where you want it to go. Press R to send it soaring. This third item in the game. You acquired a new item. Analysis of this object, insect's like profile, and indicates wing it can fly. No duh. After launching it, you can remote pilot the device. The sharp structure on the device can sever threads and deliver a blow to smaller objects. Press ZR, ready to take off, and then learn it. Alright. Right now, we're kind of safe here. So, we can actually just launch the Beetle. You have to angle it and pilot it with the controller, so keep that in mind. If you're using, say, the Pro Controller, you have to do the same method. You have to actually go all the way up. However, keep in mind, if you get too far away from the Beetle, it will actually start blinking. And when it blinks all the way, that means it's useless now. It has to go back to its owner. Where we need to go is actually hit the switch. So we need to actually realign it, aim it. You can't really do anything like its speed right now. It's actually at its default, so you can't really do much about it. Where we need to aim for is actually the crystal that locked us back in. Very good. Alright, that opens the door. Now we can finally escape. Escape. Alright, so let's aim at the Skull Shell, because actually, fighting it in a different method is actually easier than fighting it while it's up in the air. Press B to knock it off. Die. You can do a finishing blow on an enemy that's quickly. Hiya! Dead. Quite easy to do. It's not hard to kill a finishing blow. It's actually quite easy to do so, and I recommend it more than just trying to swing the sword at it, because a finishing blow will cut its HP down to 0. So keep that in mind. Let's hit this block right here. Containing a fair... do I really want to not use that? What do I have? I have empty bottle. You know, I just realized. Hey. You... Okay. There we go. You kind of fairy, a playable spirit. Yep. Now we have 2 fairies. That means if we could die twice, we're fine. Keep in mind where the area is, because it can be a little confounding. Alright, so more keys. Let's get rid of these. Oh, hello. No. Die. Right in the throat. These keys are going to be a little bit annoying, so we want to get rid of them quickly. There we go. All the keys are dead. And I want it. So the easy way to get to it is actually very simple. You actually just need to aim the Beetle. The Beetle needs to be aimed all the way up. I'm not kidding. It's actually up top here. It's going to be a little bit tricky to get to because the Beetle is ranged. It actually causes it to start blinking. Be careful how far you are, so it might just stop. Alright, there we go. Hit the switch. Opens the grate. There we go. And we got ourselves the final piece of heart we needed. This completes the heart container. Your heart capacity increased by 1. Now we have 7 hearts. Very, very good. Most excellent indeed. However, there's a locked door over this way, and there's not really a way we can do about it right now. However, easy solution. Let's just realign ourselves, aim upward, and aim for the echoes up here. Let's start with echo number 1. If you ever need to realign yourself, just don't worry about it too much. You just need to press the Y button in order to do so, to realign and re-gyro it. If you're playing on different controllers, you just need to make sure you're careful where you aim. Simple as that. However, be careful because you will have to realign yourself a lot because you're moving the controller quite a bit more than what you're used to. It actually responds based on turn. Hello. Ancient Amber, quite good. And is that 1 Ancient Amber or just 1? Alright. Some people get lucky, other people do not. Sometimes you get 2. So let's keep that in mind. Spatula, I do not care. Let's aim at this box. Red ruby. Quite good. There's actually a switch over here. We have to actually... Yes, that's it. We have to actually aim for it. So we need to go all the way up. Once again, be careful the Dekubabas will actually interrupt the light path and it will actually cause it to stop moving. You want to make sure you don't do that, but you can aim at the stalks themselves and destroy them. Now you've opened the door, of course. Like easy. Let's go this way and open this. That save statue can take you outside if you so wish, so if you have anything else that you really need to prepare for, you can do that. Drop down here. Right now the water level is quite low here. Ah, another Skulltula. However, we don't actually have to fight it. If you can realign this just right, because it can cut through threads, it doesn't stop after cutting a thread. You can actually align it in a way that can actually hit the switch and cause the water to increase. This makes your life so much easier. You don't actually have to deal with the Skulltula if you do that, so don't worry about it, but you still have to go through this door regardless. I just like hitting that door because that way we don't have to deal with it later. Oh, it was a trap. Which means it's a switch. Skulltula on the ground. You can actually whack it upward with the sword swing and cause it to die, so it's quite easy. It's not exactly hard. It's not rocket science. Some of these enemies are very easy to deal with if you know what you're doing. So keep in mind about whenever you target an enemy or whether you just make sure you're aiming correctly. Simple as that. Okay, several hearts. Sure, I don't need it. Unironically enough, if you actually had low arch while you grab that piece of heart, you actually recover all the hearts that you lost. Pieces of heart always do that in Zelda games. Whoop. Alright, let's push this over. Over here. We want to aim this at the middle. Because... one more. Spin this around in circles! Spinning in circles! Dead. All 3. There's a reason we need to go here next. This chest contains something quite important. Another small key. Now we can open the door on the other side. We can't exactly do it. If you avoided it just going for the switch, you're going to have to go back here anyway. Just keep that in mind. So yeah, let's get going. Climb the water. Oh, hello. In case you're wondering if you can swim faster, there's not many ways you can do that. You can actually avoid a Skulltula entirely by just swinging on one spot and actually getting away from it, no problem. You don't actually have to fight it if you don't wish. Skulltulas rarely drop items, so keep that in mind, so don't worry about it too much. However, there is a way you can hit them. It's actually quite simple. Miss. Now, normally, that happens. You can actually launch them into the water, which is very funny and hilarious to me, so keep that in mind. Let's go duck into here. Very good. Lift this up. Now, no enemies will respawn unless you leave the dungeon itself, so keep that in mind. Let's aim at this grate, actually, up here, because this one's actually very important. Well, rather, money-wise, important. Oh, hello. That was not good. Let's aim all the way up. Aiming all the way up actually causes your height to be higher. So, smack into that ledge, and the game cannot load this fast enough. Oh, hello. Don't worry about the green ruby that much, but I wanted to grab every ruby that possibly shows up. Several red rubies and a blue ruby is quite worth the effort, especially when you want more money. There's an echo if I have not gotten it yet. Let's go all the way up there. This echo is something that not many people will go up to, from what I understand. Let's go up here. Ooh, hello, money. Red ruby, quite good. Now, these Dekubawas are going to be annoying. However, there's an easy way to deal with them. You simply have to use the beetle. Use the beetle as bait. Aim all the way up. Smack, smack, smack. I'm not kidding, it's that easy. It's quite easy to do, and it's not hard to figure out. It's actually so easy that you can just do this every time and not have to worry about fighting them. As you saw, I can drop Deku Nuts. So, it's an item that they can drop. They drop the jellies as well. But don't worry about what they drop. Because there is an enemy down there that's the annoying Baba that I do not care to fight, so keep that in mind. Okay. Get across this quickly and easily. Okay, we're good. Open this door. Lift it up, Link. Alright. Whoop. Uh-oh. Again? Well, guess what? We're another slightly mini-boss. Rather a interesting enemy. Hail. Hi, Skuldra. Hail, Skuldra. This is a snake monster from before the dawn of time. 3 bone-plated heads and a thirst to cause pain keep it wraithing even beyond death. My announce shows that to defeat this cursed state, all 3 of its head must be simultaneously destroyed. Kind of like a Hydra. Give me a 0. Oop! They still do 1 heart of damage. Like that. It's very simple to do, but keep that in mind, they only do 1 heart of damage. But it is technically bad and early on, given the fact that our heart containers are not at, like, I don't know, 20. We've opened the gates, and we can actually go across this way. Hey, how's it going? Hi, how's it going? You remember me? Nah, you shouldn't have. Well, that was sucks. It's dead. It gyrated when it's dying, because it was on the stick. Okay, that's funny. Now, to get rid of this Scoutula, it's simple. Just use the beetle. There we go. Whoop, boy. And it falls down the bottomless pit. I'm not kidding. This game has a habit of bottomless pits, and I have no idea why it has a habit of that. So, let's just open this door. Oop. This causes the gate to open all the way. Very good. Now we can get back to this area, so if we so wish. Now, there is another spot we need to go to. Now, you can technically lead him over here. By stunning him. Hello. Oh, hello. He's not going to get stunned for a long time. Alright, just fall off a little bit. Hey! I thought I told you to fall off. Fall! There we go. Okay, we need to get back on balancing, because climbing actually drains your stamina a lot faster. Link, please? Thank you. Oh, okay. Okay, this is going to be a nightmare unless I realign myself. There we go. Much better. I don't know why it was giving me grief, but shaking the controller causes that. Alright, so there we go. This is a door with a unique lock. Yeah, a unique lock. Where's Vi have? I thought Vi had to talk about something. There she is. Think Zelda's aura. There's a high probability that she is beyond this large door. Yep. open this chest to contain ourselves another red ruby. Money is precious in this game early on. However, later on, you'll become apparent about it. Bird statue, you can go back out if you so wish or save the game. So do whatever makes you happy. If you're not confident enough, you can actually just leave. Right now, let's just get over this. There we go. Careful about this because you can actually miss it if you're not careful. Wait for it to line it back down. We need to time our swings appropriately, otherwise we're going to go flying. You can actually, if you want to, if you're not confident enough, stop the actual thing itself, but keep in mind it's timing based. You want to shake the controller at the right time, otherwise you're going to fall to your death. Now, there is a way you can do it with Slingshot, but it's actually safer to just do it with the Beetle in case you don't want to waste the animation. You actually just press B1 to knock out its ability to just recall. It's actually a lot faster to recover it. Much faster, actually. Oop. There we go. Oop. Alright, let's go and joist ourselves all the way over to the left. Excuse me, Link. Please. This is giving me a little bit of trouble, but we don't care that much. Let's just time the swing till... Miss! Oh. In case you're wondering what happens if you fall down a bottomless pit, you're still fine and dandy. Ooh. Stop the entire thing entirely. We're gonna need to aim. Okay. There we go. Link is finally aiming at it. Rather, I'm aiming at it. I don't know why it's just saying Link. It technically is me. Whoa, boy! Whoa! Ooh! Up here. There we go. Open this chest. To contain... You got the golden carving. The strange-shaped golden sculpture is covered in a mysterious pattern. So, let's go here. Climb all the way up. And we're all the way at the top. And now we're at the bottom here. We're actually completely fine up here. And let's get across this tightrope. Wait. Yep. The balancing act is something that I will admit is something jarring for people who first time play, and you can technically fall off very easily if you're not careful. It actually is easier with the Pro Controller, but I recommend not doing it because it just depends on have gyro controls on or not. Alright, grab it with the A button and gyro control it. You want to align it in a way that fits the pattern. So let's actually move it around this way, then switch it around. In a way that would make sense. If you so happen to understand, it's like this. Insert this key into the door. This is quite simple to open up. Open sesame. These keys are a replacement to boss keys. Just pointing this out right now. Ugh. Now what? Look who it is. I thought that tornado I stirred up would have tossed and torn you apart, yet here you are, not in pieces. Not that your life or death has any consequence. It is just that girl that matters now, and I can sense her here, just beyond this door. Yes, we plucked Her Majesty from her perch in the clouds, and now she's ours. Oh, but listen to me. I am being positively uncivil. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the Demon Lord who presides over this land you look down upon. This world that you call the surface. You refer to me as... Giraham. In truth, I much prefer to be indulged in my full title, Lord Giraham, but I'm not fussy. Did you really just draw your sword, foolish boy? By all rights, the girl should have fallen into our hands already. She was nearly ours when that loathsome servant of the goddess snatched her away. Do you have any idea how that made me feel inside? Furious! Outraged! Sick of anger! This turn of events has left me with a strong appetite for bloodshed. Still, it hardly seems fair, being of my position, to take all of my anger out on you. Which is why I promise promise up front not to murder you. No, I'll just beat you of an inch of your life! Alright, the first boss of the game, Demon Lord Giraham! Most bosses tend to focus on primarily a method of attack. He will follow your sword in the direction you swing. He will follow it no matter what. If he catches it, it actually makes it harder. However, you want to confuse him entirely. You want to make sure you swing your sword in a way that's safe and recommended. As you notice, he tends to follow it around. Eventually, Giraham's hand movements will stop. Ow! He slaps. I forgot he did that. It's take a bit of finessing. So yeah, keep in mind when you want to fight Giraham. Giraham, if he manages to catch your sword entirely, will steal it from you if you don't let him let go of it. You have to just shake the controller to get him off of it. Just make him fall for it. Eventually, he'll get tired and... a sword of his own! Be very careful of his method of attack. Swing it right back at him when he throws those arrows, and eventually he'll do a dash attack. This actually leaves him completely vulnerable after he fails to hit it after you use a shield bash. You don't aim in the direction correctly, then Link will miss. You want to actually gyro yourself if you're not confident about it. So keep this in mind. As a boss fight, Giraham is a lot of reaction-based timing. He will eventually get constantly teleporting around you. It's not exactly a hard method of attack. He will jump back if you get too close, though. Hey. Well, that did some deal damage. Hey. That was me. You want him to fall for your parries and attacks. Alright, we finished him off. Well, you put up more of a fight than I would have thought possible out of such a soft boy. But don't clap yourself quite yet. That sword of yours is the only reason you still live. I fear I spent far too long teasing and toying with you. That girl's presence is all but faded from this place, which means there's no reason to linger here. Goodbye, Skychild. Run along and play this time. Get in my way again, though, and you're dead. And that was the first boss, Giraham. He's an interesting character and a memorable one at that. Let's get the heart container. After you beat a boss, you always get one of these. They increase your life energy by 1 and fully replenish it. It's quite simple. Now we have 8 hearts in the beginning of the game. So let's open this door to hopefully find Zelda. But since he said she vanished and presence vanished, I'm going to take a wild guess that we missed her. I'm going to just say outright we missed her. This is the end area of the Skyview Temple. Oh. There are birds here that you can collect for more flowers, etc., or bird feathers. Unironically enough, this actually makes the area seem a lot more open. And I definitely love the design of the area. The goddess statue and a marking that can be skyward struck. If you want to catch these fish, I'm going to warn you right now, you cannot. Fish are uncatchable in this game. So keep that in mind. You actually don't want to hit that quite yet. Because you could come here again and get this. Because you will miss this on your first playthrough. Swing Skyward Strike at this goddess cube right behind the end of the dungeon. And there it goes. We finally got this done. However, without Zelda's presence here, it seems a bit dark. So let's go and Skyward Strike this and see if we can find out some more information. I'm still wet in the cutscene. Alright, whatever. Master, I have a message written in the language of the gods of old. Allow me to translate it for you. From the edge of time, I guide you, the one chosen to carry out the goddess's mission. That's a typo. The spirit maiden who descended from the clouds must travel to 2 sacred places to purify her body. You stand in one of these places, Skyview Spring. The other is known as the Earth Spring. This second spring is hidden away deep within the scorched earth of Eldin. The Spirit Maiden, ever mindful of the heavy task entrusted her, has set out for the second sacred place. You got the ruby tablet. The weathered surface of this heavy stone tablet feels very old. Master, as I just translated, it would appear that Zelda purified herself in the waters of this spring. I got a 97% chance of that she was already set out for Eldin, where another great spring exists. However, it's not clear what method of travel Zelda used to move from here to her next destination. And I suggest is you take the tablet to the altar in Skyloft. Doing so will likely open a new column of light on the surface, allowing you to descend to another area and continue your search for Zelda. Let's return to the sky once more before continuing our search. The bird statue outside can take us back up. Oh, whoa, no, I saw a bluebird, no! Oh. Huh? Wait, that's Kiwi. Kiwi? What do you mean? Machi, it's been a while. Hey, it's me. Did you find the girl? Not yet. Oh, that's too bad, but it sounds like you have at least know where you need to search for our next, Kiwi. That's something, right? I guess. I'm so glad I finally reunited with all my Kiwi friends. It's all thanks to you, Kiwhoop. With any luck, hopefully you'll find that girl you've been searching for real soon. Cuckoo! Take care, okay. What a nice little guy. Now then, let's go and end this off right here. Because next time on Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we're going to be heading off to back to the Skyloft. And hopefully, putting the tablet in. Hopefully going to Eldin next. See you all next time.